Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm filming the intro a little bit differently today because I totally forgot to film one. I did this makeup look. It's kind of like a classic pin-up-y style. I really enjoyed doing it with the red lip and just like no bit under my eyes, and I just hope you like it. So if you do, keep on watching. Thank you, bye. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my brows using the Freedom Brow Pomade. I'm going to give them a brush through with a spoolie and then do what I would normally do to do my brows. Do the top, do the bottom, fill them in. I will do a brow tutorial, just a video solely on how I do my brows for you guys eventually. So you can get a bit more in depth of how I would do it, but for just now I'm going to just speed through it. I actually threw this product away. I ended up not liking it at all, but I do use a few different products to do my brows, and in the video I will go through how I do them with each product. I'm going to tidy up my brows using the NYX Above and Beyond concealer jar. So I would normally just do underneath just to tidy up and make it nice and straight, but today for this look I did all around my brows, so underneath, up the side, and then along the top as well, just to make sure that they were really nice and straight and even, you know, sisters, not twins, but you would like them to look like the same. Next, I'm going to go on to the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector to correct those dark circles. The best thing would be just to get more sleep, but I like being awake. But I do love sleep, so it's kind of a weird situation to be in. And then I'm going to go onto the NYX HD Eye Primer as well, just to prime my eyes. Once I've shoved that on my eyelids, I will blend it all out with a beauty blender and then set with my RCMA No Colour Powder. It's very important that you set the eye primer so the eyeshadow stays throughout the day, just so there's no creases, and just so it doesn't go oily or anything, especially if you do have oily lids. I find that I do tend to get oily eyelids throughout the day, so I always need to prime my eyes and set it with my No Colour Powder, and it just helps to blend the eyeshadows as well. If you were to just put it straight on top, they won't blend very well, so this is just a really important step to not miss out, guys. Next, I'm going to take my Power of Makeup palette. I'm going to take that light brown shade and just dust it very lightly with a little bit of product over my outer crease, when going from my outer crease and outer corner right into about halfway, I would say. I'm placing that product down with a pointed blending brush. I'm literally just dipping the tip into the product, just using a very small amount and then adding as I go. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush by NYX to just blend that all out. Just make it look so smooth and seamless, because you know we don't want any harsh lines. It will just ruin any makeup look, harsh lines. So again, just going back and forth, just blend those both out, and you will, if you need to, if it blends out too much of the colour, just go back and add and go back and add. And then I'm going to take a really small flat brush for this NYX dark brown colour and just to place a very light line over where I would like my crease to look or to be. I have folds in my eyes, so I need to add in a crease as opposed to just defining what crease I already have. And I'm doing that just now. I'm just, like I say, lightly dusting a line, and then I'm going to take that brush that I used before just to blend that all out into the light brown. And like I say, this does take away a lot of the colour, especially because you only put a little bit on. So you will see me go back and forth with the colour and then blending, and then the colour and blending. That's just a typical thing that you may have to do while doing your makeup. Yes, it may add a little bit of time, but it's so much better and so much more worth it to do a little bit of colour and then to blend, and then do a little bit more colour and then to blend, because if you were to just add too much colour at one go, it is so difficult to blend it all away. Trust me guys, I know from experience, if we're in a rush we just shove all the colour on, but then you actually spend more time blending it all out. So take your time, go little by little. Just baby steps, that's all it takes. Trust me, it will come naturally, more naturally to you as well, the more you do it and the more you practice. And I know I make weird faces. I've got like my mouth half open and like my tongue sticking out, but it's like my concentration face. I just need to concentrate and just focus on the blending. Blend until your hand hurts. I'm going to take Ivy from this palette, and I'm just going to use a fluffy brush just to pat that on my eyelids, just to add a bit of colour and definition to my eyes as well, just to contrast that brown. I'm going to take a pencil eyeliner and just tightline, is that what it's called? Tightline my upper waterline just to help blacken up those eyelashes as well, just so we don't see any skin popping through. And then I'm going to use the Morphe gel liner in Slate, and I'm going to use this really thin brush just to make a really thin line right where my lashes are, as the kind of base for the winged eyeliner today. I don't want to do a thick one, and normally this look does call for a thick one, but I was in the mood to do sorry, to do a slightly thinner one today. And then that really small, kind of really thin angled brush is great for creating a wing. It's just so precise, it's amazing. I wish I could remember where I got it from. I think it might be in Boots, but I'm not sure. If I can find it, I will link it down below. And then I'm just going to create a wing. Again, I will do a video solely on winged eyeliner if I can film it, because that'll be so hard. Knowing me, I will probably go out of shot, but hey ho, I will try it and get that off for you guys. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just clean out all the fallout that we may have had from powder and from the eyeshadow, and also just sharpen up that wing as well, just in case we kind of went outside the lines. And then I'm going to prime my face using the NYX Photo Loving Primer. I'm just going to put this where I need it, so where I would tend to get more oily throughout the day, so like my nose, my chin, my forehead, a little bit on my cheeks as well. It kind of spreads from like my nose into my cheek area, so I just kind of rub that in there, massage it in. And then I'm going to go in with a foundation. Now this was a new foundation. I have since, again, thrown it out because of the coverage and just the longevity of it. I didn't find it to be very long wearing. I loved the colour though, so I'll need to find another one that has got a similar colour to it. But this is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Foundation. And I, again, like I say, love the colour. As you can see, it's a really good match. Not so much for my face when you initially put it on, but with my neck, and then when it's all blended out, it does look perfect. I would say it's maybe a light to medium coverage, definitely buildable, but I just found that it didn't last long on my face, and I also found that it was quite patchy as well, and I can never blend out my foundation with a brush, so maybe if that's the way you need to do it, then that's just not going to work with me. But with my beauty blender, I just found it to not look very nice, like it didn't lie very well on my skin. I'm going to take my NYX HD Concealer Wand in the shade Fair and just use this to where I would kind of want my highlighted areas to be, so underneath my eyes, down my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin, just where the natural light would kind of hit your face. We're just going to bring attention to that using the light concealer. And again, blend that out with a beauty blender. I was watching TV. I think I was watching Despicable Me actually, so that's probably why you see me look towards the TV a bit. I'm going to use the NYX Contour and Highlight Stick Wand thing. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but again, I will link it down below. I'm just going to put that on the hollows of my cheeks just as a base for the powder contour that we will put on later on. And I'm going to again blend this out in my beauty blender. I'm going to set the concealer with my RCMA No Colour powder. Again, this will just help it last longer, help with the longevity of it, so again, no creasing. This one does tend to crease if you've had it on for quite a while, but again, that's quite a wee while, like a good few hours, just because obviously it is like a drugstore brand. I'm going to set everywhere I put the concealer, and then I'm going to get a big fluffy brush to put that all over my face and just set the entire of my foundation, again, so it can last longer and so I can have my preference of having a matte face. I don't like any shine to my face whatsoever. I like it to be completely matte. The only shine I like on my face is from my highlighter, which I will be putting on later on. If you do have any excess under your eyes or on your chin or whatever from baking or setting with the Beauty Blender, then this is now the time to wipe it off as well. I'm also really sorry guys if in the voiceover you can hear traffic outside. I'm doing the voiceover in my bedroom and I'm right beside my window and I live on a main road. So if you can hear it go past, which I won't find out until actually hearing this back, then I'm really sorry for that. I'm going to take the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from the Too Faced palette that I used before, and just to bronze up my face and give a little bit of colour back and a bit of more warmth to it. I really like this bronzer because it isn't too orangey. Like I find that with bronzers they're really orange, which doesn't work with pale skin like mine, but this is actually really nice. It is really pigmented though, so just use a little bit at a time on your brush. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX HT blush in taupe to contour. This is amazing, it works really well for my pale skin. It's not too brown, not too orangey, not too dark. And I'm just going to put that on the hollows of my cheeks, a little bit lower, well not lower, but on the lower portion of the bronzer, and then on the bottom of my lip and on the sides to define and make my lips look bigger, and then down my nose to make my nose look smaller. I cannot go a day without contouring my nose and it really annoys me. Every time I think I'm going to go without it, I look in the mirror and then I'm like, nah, I need to contour my nose. This nose just needs a contour. I'm going to then use a white eyeliner pencil in my waterline, my lower waterline, and this just opens up the eye and makes it look a lot brighter and bigger as well. So if you've got small eyes, this is a great trick for you. So use whites, nudes, like really light colours like that, and that'll just open up the eyes as well. And especially for this type of look, it makes it look so bright and just really nice and amazing. I'm going to set my brows using the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, which is actually really good. I really like this product. I don't really know a lot about eyebrow gels. I mean, I've used this one and the Benefit one, the Gimme Brow, and they both work really, really well. And then I'm going to use my NYX More to Love mascara. Now this mascara is really good. There are better ones, but there are a lot worse ones. But for the price, I mean, it's amazing. You can't really go wrong. I'm going to put a thin coating of this before I put on my false eyelashes. I didn't film that because I was really struggling to film that. So next time you'll see me, I'll have those on. Told ya! So I'm now going to take that highlighter shade, the pink one from the Too Faced palette, and this, oh my god, even the smallest amount, it makes you glow to the gods. It is absolutely amazing. However, also in saying that, you can make this highlighter be really subtle, perfect for at work or just during the day if you're just wanting a nice light glow just to bring a bit of dimension to your face, or you can just slap that stuff on and just glow, 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 glow. It is absolutely amazing. It's a really good consistency. This highlighter is absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and it is amazing for pale skin. I really struggled to find a highlighter that doesn't look like I've got stuff on my face from like a front facing point of view, but this is absolutely amazing. It just looks so amazing on my skin, and I love this product so much. Again, I'm just putting that on my cheekbones, down my nose, my cupid's bow. I'm going to use this for an inner corner highlight as well. But for my eyebrow bone highlight, my brow bone highlight, I'm going to use Ivy from the palette instead. I didn't really want a shimmer highlight because of the type of look that it is, so I went for a matte white one instead. And then I'm going to mix both of the blushes. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to go for, so I was like, F it, I'll go for both. And I just mixed the two together, just again lightly. They are both really super pigmented, so you only need a light amount. And then I just put that over my cheekbones, blending it into my bronze, contour and highlight. And then for the lips, which is the most iconic part of this look, I'm using the NYX Full Throttle lipstick. Not sure on the shade name, but obviously, as you can see, it's a red. I'll link it down below, as with everything. What I did, because I don't have a red lip liner, is I just took a lip brush and just dipped it in the lipstick a little bit, and then used that to line my lips to make them even and more symmetrical, and also slightly bigger as well, especially at the upper corners on my upper lip. My corners on my upper lip, because I sometimes find that they can be a little bit too thin for my liking. And then after that I just used the whole lipstick and then just filled it in, and again just giving a bit more coverage, because when you use a brush it's quite thin, the coverage. It comes out quite pinky, but obviously you can see it's like a really true red, so you just need to go over that. And there we go. And then to finish, I'm going to use the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray just to make sure that everything stays in place. And then that is this look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it's another kind of daytimey one, not really very bold, but trust me, I really wanted to do this. I was quite inspired when I filmed this to do this look, and I really wanted to do the red lip. But yeah, I hope you like it, guys. Bye!